Objective. The EEC was established to effectively promote by the participating states of the Customs Union the process of forming the common economic space and to coordinate its criteria by integrating into the world economic and the international trade system. One of the main vectors of the organization is the guarantee of the dynamic development of the countries of the community through the reconciliation of social and economic transformations with the effective use of their economic potential in order to raise the standard of living of the people. Among the main objectives of the community are the conclusion of full formalization of a free trade regime and the formation of a unique customs tariff and the common system of measures of regulation without using tariff. The introduction of common rules of trade in goods and service and their access to the domestic markets. The introduction of the on-file procedure of the regulation of currencies and the control of the currencies. The creation of the common on-file system of customs regulation. The development and realization of joint programs of social and economic development. The creation of equal conditions for production and business activities. The formation of the common market for the transport service and the common transport system. The formation of the common energy market. The creation of equal conditions to access to markets of the foreign investment parties. The guarantee to citizens to the community of equal rights to obtain education and medical assistance throughout the territory of the community. The proximization and harmonization of national legislations. The guarantee of the interaction of the legal system of the states of the EEC in order to create the common legal space within the framework of the community.
Members' location. 5 states are the founders of the Eurasian Economic Community. From the time of its establishment, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Tajikistan. In May 2002, at the request of the leaders of Moldova and Ukraine, these states were granted a status of observers in the EEC. In 2003, the analogous request of Armenia was satisfied. In January 2006, Uzbekistan became a member of EEC. The EEC is an open organization. Its members can be any state that not only assumes the obligation arising from the 30 of the Institution of the Eurasian Economic Community of October 10, 2000 and other theaters in force within the community according to the list that is determined by the resolution of the Interstate Council of the EEC, but not to be able to comply with this obligation in the option of the members of the EEC.
Activities and programs. The priority directions of the activities of the EEC in the immediate future are transportation, the solution to the problem of unique tariffs, the increase in the flow of cargo, the simplification of customs procedures, the completion of the national procedures relating to design agreements, and the creation of transnational transport and shipping corporations. Energy. The joint strengthening of hydroelectric power complexes in Central Asia and the solution of the problem of electricity supply and water usufruct. The common energy balance. Labor migration. The social projection of migrants, the creation of an effective system of regulation and control of migration of labor resources, the fight against crime that accompanies migration, and the solution of problems related to the payment of imposed by migrants and their employers. The agro-industrial complex, the conciliation of the agricultural policy of the member states of the EEC, the formation of the common food market of the countries of the community, the reduction of the transport costs, the storage and sale of agricultural products, and the formation of a new market institute in these fields, for example, insurance, banking, leasing, stock exchange, etc.
Tool of domestic agricultural support, the Minister of Agriculture developed a program of assistance to farmers. Cooperative agricultural associations will be provided with financial subsidies and benefits. In general, the year 2016 was quite successful for farmers. Last year, cattle population increased by 2%, number of horses increased by 6%, poultry number increased by 4.5%, meat processing increased by 3.2%.
Organisms. The governing bodies of the community include the Interstate Council, the Integration Committee, the Interparliamentary Assembly, and the Community Court. Interstate Council. It is the supreme organ of the Eurasian Economic Community. It is made up of the heads of states and government of the countries of the community. It considers the questions of principle of the community related to the common interest of the participating states, defines the strategy, the directions, and the perspective of the integration, and makes the decisions to achieve the objectives of the EEC. Integration Committee. It is a permanent organism of the Eurasian Economic Community. It is composed of alternate heads of government of the countries of the EEC. The main objectives of the Integration Committee include maintaining the interaction of the organisms of the EEC, the drafting of the proposals on the agenda of the meetings of the Interstate Council, as well as the draft resolutions and documents, and control of compliance with the resolutions approved by the Interstate Council. Secretary. This structure has as objective the organization and technical maintenance of the operation of the Interstate Council and the Integration Committee. The Secretary is headed by the General Secretary of the Eurasian Economic Community. Commission of Permanent Representatives. The Commission of Permanent Representatives serves to guarantee the functioning of the community between the meetings of the Integration Committee, as well as for the interaction of the community and the pertinent organization dependencies and organizations of the states of the EEC. Interparliamentary Assembly. Consider the issues of harmonization, approximation, and unification of national laws and their adaptation to treaties signed within the framework of the EEC in order to achieve the objectives of the community. Court of the Community. It guarantees the uniform application by the contracting parties of the treaty, of the institution of the Eurasian Economic Community, and of the other treaties that govern in the framework of the community and the resolutions that are taken by the organizations of the EEC. Auxiliary organizations. The Council for Economic Policy, the Council for Transport Policy, the Council for Border Issues, the Council of Managers of Customs Services, the Council of Directors of Fiscal Services, the Council of Ministers of Justice, and other deputies that are integrated.
Relationship with Mexico. Between Mexico and the Eurasian Economic Union, there is not a free trade agreement. Russia will be interested to negotiate a free trade agreement negotiation with Mexico if the Mexican government wants it. If Mexico were interested in opening a free trade agreement, it would like to come to an agreement not just with Russia, but also with Europe and Asia. The fact that the two countries had common interests, in particular oil and industrial growth, have motivated both of them to look for political and economic opportunities. However, with a change of government coming from Mexico in 2018, there is no guarantee that a bilateral relationship Business opportunities. According to the statistics of Banxico, the commercial exchange between Russia and Mexico amounted in 2016 to $1,840 million, of which 178 are Mexican exports and 1,301 million are Russian imports. Another important country is Kazakhstan, which is the first world producer of uranium, second in mineral products, and first world producer. Russian companies are interested in participating in the Mexican market in the oil sector, offering exploration and exploitation technology in addition to the automotive, aerospace, and other sectors. The EEC offers Mexico foods, egg powder, milk powder, alcoholic drink, cognac and table wines, Armenia, vodka, several brands, medical equipment, laboratory diagnostic radiology, intensive care machinery, dental surgery, electrocardiograph, functional diagnostic equipment, steam stills, water distillers, artificial lung ventilation, encephalographies, complexes for sports medicine, nuclear medicine, recording equipment for water and heat recording equipment for water and heat consumption, petrochemical, mining, nuclear, energetics, hydraulics, thermal, cars, tractors and agricultural machinery, foods, vaccines, and veterinary products, foods, vaccines, technology of all kids.
The EEC requires from Mexico food products, processed food, agro-products, fruits, vegetables, legumes, seafood, chicken legs, Kazakhstan, bovine casings, cassava. Mexico has launched a special website aimed to the promotion of cooperation with the Eurasian Economic Commission, EEC. The website also contains the information about important events, which might be attractive in terms of bilateral trade.